What would you like to say about educating the world on prevention of cerebral palsy? How early it has to be introduced in the current education system?
In India, we don't have exact incidence rate or even prevalence rate of cerebral palsy. In the United States, they talk about 8,000 children born with cerebral palsy each year. You may have a question why very advanced countries like Scandinavian countries or United States still talk about cerebral palsy. They should have overcome these problems long time ago. Uh, Friends, I want you to focus on two issues here. In developed or high resource countries, even those children who are heavily brain damaged, they survive because of the better medical facilities. So we see a large number of children who survive, or those with very severe disabilities, they survive. So though the incidence rate has come down in those countries, the prevalence rate is high because they don't allow the child with severe damage to die. But in low resource countries, we see exactly the opposite. We have no idea about the incidence rate, but those who are born with very severe cerebral palsy, they may not survive, and they may not even see the first week or even the first 3 months of their after birth. Those who survive are those not with very severe cerebral palsy. So it could be at mild and moderate level, but they survive. So this is the difference between the low resource country prevalence rate and high resource country prevalence rate. Therefore, it is important to see that the prevention can take place very well with the awareness of young girls and boys in the colleges. It should be included in the curriculum, and there should be awareness for when a girl conceives. There has to be training for the family members which hospital to choose and what questions to ask. We don't ask many questions in our culture, so it is very important to ask questions whether the hospital is well equipped. Whether the TBS, we have to ask questions whether they are well equipped to address these emergencies. So there is no point in when the emergency comes, then they transfer the pregnant woman to a district hospitals. It's a very wrong practice. It's very important to ensure that such emergencies are seen or before, and adequate measures are taken at the village level, because as I said, every fraction of second is so important in the child's life. So it is no use referring a pregnant woman to go to a district hospital with better facilities after the problem is initiated. So it is very important to have good prenatal care and make sure that they get adequate support in the country to prevent cerebral palsy. So as far as intervention is concerned, the mothers, they have a right to know everything about the child's birth and the difficulties. It's very important to educate all mothers, expectant mothers. And regarding interventions, if the cerebral palsy is already there, we have to make sure that we help a child to take each step and develop fully and move on the path of holistic development. The holistic development, every child, irrespective of the level of brain damage, has a potential to move on the path of child development. We should help each and every child to move on, and you will be surprised. The potential of a child is so unlimited, and if we make optimum use of the residual potential in every child, a child with cerebral palsy can move and smile and develop like other children.